I hope it's gonna work this time. It's unfortunately got out earlier. Oh, and my voice is going already. This is not looking good. Right, I got a drink next to me. I got hot drinks next to me, so hopefully it will be good. I want to show you these bracelets. I'm going to turn you straight down onto the table because I love what Brenda's created. I cannot take credit for these because it was Brenda's creation, and I love sometimes the simplicity just to get a couple of different materials and put them together and how they turn out. So we have got crystals all around here and some spacer beads. There is a silver or a gold option in terms of finding is available for every single color. So and I'm just going to go through the colors as per on the website, then I can pop you over to the website and then you can have a look. One kit make 3 bracelets. They are perfect to stack as well, or give away as friendship bracelets. Is good as well. So Aqua is the first one on the website. We have got 2 different kits. We got one with silver findings and one with gold findings. Depending what you wear most, certain colors do actually really go with both findings, silver and the gold findings as well. If I'm wearing more, like sort of today I got sort of a greeny color going on, I would probably go more for the gold. If I was wearing blues and jeans, I would probably go with the silver. So perhaps one of each is quite good to have. Next one is the Black Shadow, which is this one with these beautiful purple crystals. Again, we have got a silver and a gold finish. Next one is the silver. No, I showed you the wrong one. Sorry, this I picked up the wrong one. This is the Black Shadow, and this is the silver. So again, we got silver and gold findings with it. We got silver and gold findings with this one as well. Beautiful colors going together. Next one is the Electric Blue, which is this one. I love how Brenda picked out that beautiful sort of a tiny pop of yellow in there. Just really makes the whole bracelet pop. And you got silver or gold findings with this one as well. Sometimes just a tiny bit of color which you wouldn't even use or you wouldn't even think of, and you put it in there and it really makes the other color come out. Hematite. Again, we got hematite with silver crystals. Again, you got silver and gold finish here. We have got red, ruby red, again with silver and gold, and AB crystals. Again, really nice mixture there. Next one, we have silver dust with silver dust with, and that's the silver dust. That's AB finish. So if you got silver dust again with silver or gold finish, we got AB, crystal AB in with this beautiful rainbow crystals in silver and gold finish, and we got teal again in silver and gold finish. Very nice colors for the spring. Sort of very quick makes, and we're really gonna be quick. It's usually like I don't work with Tigertail, so anytime, because it's usually Natalie does it, so anytime when it comes up that I can do something with Tigertail, it's like yay. I haven't done Tigertail for a very long time. Right, okay, so shall we get started? I'm just gonna move these out here. Now I'm working with Tigertail is a nylon coated steel wire, and it is, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. So there are strands of like steel inside. You won't be able to see it because it's very it's 0.45 millimeter, but there are 7 strands of like sort of steel is woven together inside it, and it has got this nylon coating, so it doesn't lose its color. It's a really super strong material to do anything with. You can cut it with cutters, you can cut it with even with scissors as well, but I'll just grab my cutters. I'm just gonna use a little bit of a king there at the end. So what I like to do when I work with Tigertail, I like to work on the spool itself, so have least amount of wastage, and I often sort of put my design on, put the beads on what I want to, the pattern I want to make up, and then add an end on, and then I can trim it and add the other end on the other side. Right, I'm just gonna grab a color random here. I'm gonna have this one, this beautiful clear with these rainbow crystals. I love these rainbow crystals, and I'm gonna use silver with the silver spacers with this. Now, the pattern you're gonna make, you can make any pattern you want. Really, you don't have to sort of just stick to the alternating pattern. You can put crystals together, or you can put more of different beads together. Whenever I'm making a pattern on, I do like to kind of have a little play on my mat. So I would just put my beads out so that I could have a pattern with, and obviously the spacer beads in between. I'm just gonna grab. However, if I wanted to, if I make it as a bracelet or make it as a necklace, sometimes what we can do is to have in the middle, have something more of a focal point which is different from the rest of them. So I could have, if I start it's different, so I just have the bigger crystals, like 3 bigger crystals in the middle, and then more sort of smaller crystals to the side, and at the end I could just have maybe a few just smaller crystals as well. That would work quite nicely too. Just move this over a little bit, and then I could do the same on the other side. So I quite like to plan it out, what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be stringing it up. And before I start stringing, or while I start stringing, I'm going to come and say hello to you all. And I hope you said your names right. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Trish. Good morning. At the same time as I'm saying good morning, I'm going to start. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add these crystals onto the Tigertail itself. I'm just going to feed them on one by one very quickly as we go on. Camille, Trish, Jane, and Mina, good morning. So I'm just going to alternate it for a few sections, and then I could change the pattern and add the larger beads in the middle. Jen, I'm loving these crystal nuggets. Yes, they are really nice too. Sometimes, you know me, I love my stitching, and I love doing, I actually, while I was in bed for 3 weeks, I did take some wire and some chips up with me, and I was doing some branches for a wire chip tray in bed. But I love all sorts of different techniques, because I think all techniques have got advantages in different way. And something like this, when you have to do something really quickly, or you have got, actually maybe one more and it will be the right size, you have got somewhere to go, and you got a new top perhaps, or a new dress, and you want to make something quick to wear with, the stringing techniques are perfect for those. I really do love, the things can come together very quickly. And this is obviously a single strand straight stringing, but there are other different techniques with it as well, because we could have a double strand, or like multi-stranding in very different ways. We could have a focal bead. There is, like, even within just stringing, there are different looks you can do. We could do a floating necklace, or a floating, floating jewelry. There is so many different things we could do just with stringing itself. Morning, Lucy. Lucy saying, hoping you're starting to feel better. I am, thank you very much. I'm not 100%. I would say I'm at 8% better. I still wake up in the night. I'm still coughing a lot, but now I can sort of go a longer period of times before I do go into a coughing fit. My voice is slowly returning, but it's still not 100%. But to be honest, I'm just so fed up. Like, I'm just so fed up of laying in bed. I just had to get up, and I just want to get back to some sort of normality now. It's been a month, and it's just really long time. I had 3 lots of antibiotics. I had various other medications and inhalers and sprays they given me, and it's just, this cough is just really persistent and doesn't want to go. But I'm on the mend. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Let's touch the table quickly. I am sort of on the mend. So hopefully by another week or two, I will be very good. So 1, 2, we got 4. I need one more crystal on this side, and that will be our length. There we go. So I'm adding the last crystal on here. So I kind of like to finish. It doesn't really matter if you finish on a larger crystal or you finish on a smaller crystal. It's again your pattern, so you can do whichever way you like. I added 3 crystals, 3 larger ones in the middle, just to kind of break up that pattern. And even if you do it for a necklace, obviously this part would be much longer there. Color saying love them all. Robin saying good morning. Miss Kitty, very nice to have you here, but I feel bad for your voice. I hope you're not going to add extra strain on your voice. You're always sacrificing for this. Oh, thank you. No, like Robin, I'm just fed up, like laying in bed and doing nothing. So I thought I'm gonna do something quick today, quick and easy, so I don't have to talk for too long. But I just want to get back to normality. Good morning, Debbie. Joanne, good morning. Yolanda, Sally, Anastasia, Ma, good morning. Right, feel better soon. We miss you. I miss everybody as well. It's kind of like, it's like you go into a haze when you're sort of sick. You go into sort of a haze, and then you don't. Time passes, and it's like, oh, it's like the middle of March now, and it was the middle of February. So we're gonna use culottes. Culottes are these two. It's a finding. It's a very funny finding. I always say the 2 balls kind of sort of stuck together at the bottom, and we're gonna go in, and we're gonna that's what's gonna make our ends very nice and neat and secure. Now there's a couple of ways, and I'm going to show you 2 ways how you can crimp and use a culotte. Some people like to sort of feed back the tiger tail at the end. I like to leave it straight, but depending what I am doing, if I'm doing something really heavy, I do feed it back myself. I do like to double crimp, and I'm going to show you. Double crimping means just you add 2 crimp beads on top of each other. So I'm going to go through the culotte. I'm going to show you one way on one end and the other way on the other end of this bracelet. So I'm going to go through the culotte just like that, and then I'm going to crimp the end of this tiger tail, and those crimps are going to be hidden inside the culotte there. So you're not going to see the mechanisms as the bracelet made. So I'm just going to pick up a couple of crimp beads. So because and especially for bracelets, I like to double crimp. So I'm going to just grab the crimp with my plier. These are just sort of chain nose pliers, very loose there. I haven't crimped or haven't sort of squeezed or did anything with it. I'm going to bring it right to the end of my tiger tail, and I'm going to squeeze it together. And then I'm going to bring up the second crimp bead there. I'm going to bring that to the end, and I'm going to squeeze that on there as well. Oops, just escaped. Just make sure holding it nice and straight. There we go. And I'm going to pull the cloth over both of those crimp beads, and I'm going to shut this cloth too. I'm going to start off with my hands, and then I'm going to shut it with my pliers. Now I'm going to bring my beads up to meet against that cloth there. I'm going to trim this tiger tail. I'm going to leave maybe about 3 inches because I want to show you how to feed it back if you wanted to feed it back. So I am going to add the cloth on here. I'm going to add 1 crimp bead on this side. And instead of just sort of crimping the crimp bead right inside the cloth there, what we're going to do, I'm going to turn back my tiger tail and I'm going to pull back through the cloth and pull it through maybe the first 2 or 3 beads. I just want the tail to come out. There we go. Feed it down. I'm going to hold on to the, I got a little bit of hand cream on my hands, so my hands are a little bit slippery. So I'm just going to hold onto the tiger tail there with my pliers and pull this up. I should be able to do this with my hands, so I should be able to sort of just pull it through with my hands, but because I got hand cream on there, it doesn't. So I'm just going to pull this up just like that. So I'm going to check for tension because it's very important. If you would crimp this very sort of straight and very tight, when it comes to turning it into a bracelet and you want it to sort of curve it around nicely, it's not going to do it. So we kind of need a tiny bit, a little bit, probably less than that, a tiny bit of wiggle room for our beads because they are not quite straight on the side, and we want them to have a nice. I'm just going to pull everything down, and then I'm going to go ahead, this crimp bead here, just sort of flatten it right down. I'm going to do the same thing what I did on the other side. I'm going to close this crimp bead over and then close it further. I'm going to trim this little tiger tail off here, this little tail off here. I don't really need that anymore. And there we have the main part of our bracelet. So all is left to do is to connect it up to, I'm going to connect it up to a toggle here. You could use other clasp, whatever clasp you like. I love toggles and I love magnetic clasp, but everybody is different. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna use a jump ring and I'm gonna hold it with 2 pairs of pliers, and I'm gonna twist 1 plier towards me. It's not sort of focusing, only focusing what's behind it. Let's just move this for a sec. So I'm gonna hold it sort of kind of parallel. The hole is right to the top, and I'm going to twist 1 towards me and the other one away. I never want to pull anything like that apart. I always want to twist it apart. I'm going to add the end of the cloth on there, and I'm going to end one side. I toggle and I'm going to close it back in, and I'm going to do the same thing on the. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to add it doesn't matter if you had the finding or if you had the end of your bracelet on there first. And once again, I'm going to go through here. Oops, I missed one of the ends. There we go. And then I'm going to close it back in. When I'm closing it back in, what I want to do, and I'm hoping that the camera will pick up on this, I want to go past the midway just a tiny bit, and then it will sort of spring shut. It's really important to have it completely shut so we don't lose our bracelet. And that's it. A very quick, very easy tiger tail bracelet. Now you could have, you could do variations. So if you could have started with 2 tiger tails in the crimp bead and have 2 sets of the smaller beads and the spacers in between going into the nugget itself. And in fact, we got plenty of time, so I'm going to show you that quickly because I think that's another lovely, or even you could start it with 3 and have a bit more. So if you wanted something a little bit more bubbly, And you know, you can do exactly the same pattern and do it with elastic as well. That would be really good. So I'm going to do 3 actually here. I'm going to pop this on. I'm currently seeing keep freezing. I'm so sorry if it keeps freezing. I'm not sure if it's my end or it must be my end, I guess. Right, so I'm gonna add the cloth on first. I need another cloth out. So I'm gonna, in this case, I'm gonna secure the end on there first. Now, what I can do, depending of how thick is your Tigertail, sometimes you can add 2 strands or even 3 strands into one crimp bead. When I'm feeding more than one Tigertail into one crimp bead, what I like to do, I like to sort of stagger them as I'm pushing it on. So what happens is, I'm going through just like that, then I can pull the third one and add 1 tiny crimp bead on 3 Tigertail, and then I would go and push them down so they're all nice and flush, pull my crimp bead where I want to crimp, and then crimp all these 3, crimp the crimp bead on all 3 Tigertail. Then I'm going to pull this cloth on there and push this together, and I'm going to work from the other end. So if I wanted something with sort of a multi-strand, because you're going to have plenty of smaller crystals and you're going to have plenty of spacer beads, I'm going to use this color, this hematite color here. What I would do, I would start with 1 larger crystal. There we go. And I add that on all 3 of my Tigertails. Then I'm gonna separate my Tigertails out, and I'm gonna add a spacer crystal and another spacer to each one of these. So I'm still doing the same pattern, but I'm adding 3 times of the spacer crystal spacer on there, and I show you it's gonna create a very lovely effect. I love doing this multi-strand effect with Tigertail. And you're gonna use less of the nuggets in this case, because the look we're gonna go for, we're gonna have the Tigertail somewhat unshine. Then I'm going to put all 3 of them back together, and I'm going to add a crystal nugget on the top, then separating them apart and repeating, adding the spacer crystal spacer on each one of them. Spacer, crystal spacer. I'm going to add 1 more, and then you see how I love doing sort of multi-strand techniques like this. And then this one, and then those down so it doesn't escaping on me. And once again, I'm going to put all 3 strands together and put a nugget on there. And there we go. Again, it helps that if the end's a little bit struggled, and I'm going to pull this down. And can you see it sort of creates, like you can pull this as tight as you want. I sometimes like to leave this a little bit looser. I'm just going to pull 1 tight at the end here. There we go. And then leaving this one looser. So it's up to you if you sort of wanted to have it tighter, if you wanted to have a looser finish on there, you could do either, and just keep on continue and adding sort of your beads all the way down, so you could have a multi-strand finish there as well. What size are the crimp beads and the Tigertail beads? So the crimp beads are, well, technically they're 2.2 millimeter, but we call them, you can't see it, this small, come on, focus on it. They are 2 millimeter. However, they have got a very large hole on them, so you can fit a lot through this. I don't know if I tried four strand of Tigertail through it. The 3 definitely goes through, and the Tigertail is 0.45 millimeter. So 3 definitely goes through. I don't think I tried 4 because I kind of like to work in uneven numbers when I do something like this. I think it's just uneven numbers just looks better. But they're saying beautiful. Hope you feel better soon. Me too. I just really can't wait. I can't wait for the sunshine to be out, and I can't wait for us to have a better weather, a bit warm weather, and me to feel better, and then I can just take Roxy and we can go on some nice long walks again. I'm really looking forward to that one. To be able to be outside. I just love being outside, so just need to get better. I'm gonna stop here soon because I feel like my voice is really going now. So I'm just gonna show you the samples again, but the lovely Brenda made up. I absolutely love the colorways, and I absolutely love something like this, an easy make. Yolanda is asking what size is the Tigertail on the crimp bead. So the Tigertail is 0.45 millimeter, and the crimp bead, well, technically it's 2.2 millimeter, but they call 2 millimeter on the website. They got a large hole, so you can fit 3 strands of Tigertail through 1 crimp bead as well. I hope that answers your question. Right, everybody's. I'm just quickly checking back. So it was frozen. I have to have a look and have a look at this internet. I'm still I'm waiting for my cable to be installed for 6 months now, almost 6 months, but hopefully they're coming on the 20th, which is like next week. So hopefully we'll have super fast and super good internet from next week. Right, everybody, do check it out on the website. We have got a beautiful, actually I'm quickly going to pop you over there because we haven't I haven't actually showed you on the website. So by now you know, learn to make jewelry making on totallybeads.co.uk, where you need to go. You're gonna go into video tutorials, and today's one is crystal nugget bracelets. We have got a beautiful offer on there. It's $9.99 or 2 for $16. One kit will make you 3 bracelets, or you can make a necklace, you can make them longer, you can make all sorts of different things. Do have a look, because you can mix the colors, and I think some of them would look really nice together. For example, the silver and the hematite one, I think, or the teal and the aqua would look really nice together. You can mix the colors and they would look really nice. Also the finishes, the silver and the gold finishes looks really good as well. So there is 8 colors of kits, but we got 16 on there because each one of them will come with a silver or gold finish. So that's it there for you today. So I hope you enjoyed this live. I'm gonna go and rest my voice a little bit, and I will see you very soon, everybody. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.